Welcome everybody to another YouTube video. My name is Abdi Hassan. In this video, I'll be breaking down why reselling electronics is the #1 side hustle of 2025. And guys, I've tried everything from drop shipping to wholesale to real estate to crypto, everything under the sun. Surprisingly, I've actually tried it. And this is the most beginner friendly, most profitable industry to get into right now. And in this video, I'll be breaking it down. So if you want to go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn the post notifications on, as I'll be dropping weekly videos on this industry that nobody's talking about. So if you want to stay tuned and see more of these type of videos, I'll appreciate if you click that subscribe button and hit the like button. All right, with that being said, let's get right onto it. But why does this actually work? Like, how can you actually make profit in this industry? Well, the cool thing about this is the barrier to entry is pretty low. You probably have few electronics laying around in your house that you could actually start selling right now. So you could start making money from it right now. The second good thing is big brands like Dell, HP, Lenovo, they're actually spending millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, on marketing for you. So you don't actually have to go convince the customer on why they need to buy this specific Dell or this specific HP laptop. They are already looking for this, and you're just gonna come up on the feed and they're gonna buy from you. The other thing, all right, now with that being said, we understand the main concept. It's profitable. It's easy to get into. The brands are already spending marketing on it. The biggest other thing is these computers cannot get thrown away in the trash. So what we do is we actually refurbish computers. So we take computers that, companies get rid of, or they're a little bit outdated, they don't want to deal with it anymore. We take those, we refurbish those. There's still a huge market for that crowd that we service, right? So on eBay, Walmart, Amazon, you can always find refurbished electronics, which is where we sell most of it. So let's get right into it on how you can start actually making money from this industry. The #1 thing you're gonna do, you're gonna pick a supplier. So how you find a supplier, you could go to your local shops, you could go to your local recyclers. There's somebody local in your area that sells laptops in bulk. So what you're gonna send them is, you're gonna say, hey, I'm a refurbisher, and I'm looking to buy, and I'm adding a new supplier to my list. Can you send me a list of some of the items you have? Here's my email. So what they're gonna add you to is something called a list that they send out daily of new equipment that comes out, right? So at the beginning, I was in a lot of those lists where every single day I was getting new equipment, people saying, hey, I got 200 of this, hey, I got 50 of this, hey, I got 20 of this. And sometimes you could just buy a few laptops, right? So the good thing about being on all these different lists is you see what's going on. You see what's out in the market. You see what's currently selling. You see what people are getting rid of. You see what these suppliers are trying to push. And you could actually start buying these right away. The next thing is there's a lot of different WhatsApp groups that you need to get inside of, right? So WhatsApp groups is a huge one. I'm in at least 20 to 30 different WhatsApp groups that every single day, like I think I probably see maybe like over 100,000 computers every day that get posted between all the different channels every day, right? So there's an abundance of product out there, right? So once you pick a way of actually getting your product, and you can consistently, slowly start getting your product, and you can start refurbishing them at their house. You can start fixing them slowly so you can resell them. The next thing is the best place you can actually start reselling these is on eBay. Now, eBay still makes money. And one of the top categories on eBay is actually electronics. So most of eBay sales comes through electronics. And a lot of you guys probably don't know that. So right now, if you Google how many computers are sold every single day, you'll see the numbers astonishing. Literally Google how many computers are sold in America every single day. It's over 1 million computers that's sold every single day. So this market is not slowing down anytime soon, and it's actually only growing. And when I got into it, I think it was around still around the same. I think it was like 600,000 or 700,000 computers were sold every single day. I got in about 3.5 years ago to now. Today we're in this 20,000 square foot facility. We're selling over 500 computers a day. We ship worldwide. I have customers that come load container, ship it to Dubai, come load container, ship it to Africa, ship it to Europe. So I have customers all over the world right now. And part of the reason why I scaled pretty quickly is I reinvested all the profits. And I started with some capital at the beginning. But the best thing you can do is once you start making some sales, the next thing is you're gonna start reinvesting your profits into buying more equipment. Now, let me break down to you. Where you make money in this industry is not when you sell your laptop, it's actually when you're buying. So for instance, a laptop like this, it might be selling for 200 bucks, right? But if you buy it for 150 bucks, you're really essentially not making any money. Even though if you sell it for 200 bucks, you're not going to be making any money. You want to buy a quarter of what you sell it for. Let me explain that again. You want to buy for about a quarter of what you sell it for. For instance, if I'm selling a laptop for 100 bucks, the max I'm willing to pay is about 25 bucks. If I'm selling it for 200 bucks, the max I'm willing to pay is about 50 bucks, because you got to account all other expenses that is going to be occurring throughout the process that you probably don't see. Another thing, returns. There's about 15% returns in this industry because it's a used laptop. It might not meet their expectation. It might not meet the way they like it. And there's so many different variances moving. So you got to account that into your buying process at the beginning. So that's why I say a rule of thumb is only pay a quarter for what you'll sell it for. If you have a, really, if the product is like A1 condition, then you could go up to about 30%, but don't go more than that, right? This is where a lot of people mess up. You make your money when you buy, you don't make your money when you sell. So for instance, like something like these, I got an insane deal on it. And that's why I could even, if I don't even want to sell these now till Q4, I could even sit on these for months because I got it for such a great deal, right? So that could happen. So a lot of people don't understand you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So make sure you're buying it for a really, really great price. So next thing that's super, super important, as I was mentioning earlier about eBay. So you're going to start setting up your eBay channel, and this is where you're actually going to be selling and getting some sales in, right? eBay, when you start listing, I say start listing with an auction. And when you list with an auction, what's going to start happening is you're going to start experiencing a lot of sales coming in, a lot of auctions coming in. This is so we could get some traction on your account. We want your account to start building a lot of traction so you could start reselling a lot more and start getting a lot more customers at the beginning. So that is kind of like, I know I kind of broke down a lot of different things, but that is the gist of the business, and you rinse and you repeat this over and over and over and over again till you scale. I was doing about 30 to 40K out of the garage by myself, no team, no nothing. So this is possible to start straight out of your garage. You don't need a fancy warehouse like this. You don't need big teams. You don't need any of that at the beginning. You can literally just start. But what I'm telling you right now is there's no side hustle. There's no side hustle that you can find that's more lucrative than this. There's no side hustle that you could find that's more profitable than this. There's no side hustle that you could find that actually works like this, that is still continuously going in 2025. Most of the other side hustle like drop shipping, like crypto, all of these is saturated. It's too much noise. There's barely any information on how to resell electronics. This is probably the only channel that you could find any information on. There's no information out on it because this industry is full of gatekeepers and people don't want it to share none of this information. But for me, I've realized, hey, we need more resellers in this industry because the demand is growing, and that's why I'll be sharing it. So if you want more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment. Make sure what you any other questions you guys have, I'll answer that, and we'll go from there. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video.